Hi, my name is Emily, and I'm a faithful follower of Christ, and my phone just started recording on its own. There's so much I still have to learn about this little gadget in my hand. 1 Peter 5, 7-8. Cast all your anxieties on the Lord, who cares for you. The enemy, be of sober mind, because the enemy is like a prowling lion searching for someone to devour. James 4, 7-8. Submit yourself to the Lord. Resist the enemy and he will flee from you. Draw near to God and God will draw near to you. 2 Corinthians 10:5. We demolish every argument and pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. And we take every thought captive. 1 Corinthians 10:13. There is no temptation except what is common to man. And God is faithful. He will not allow us to be tempted beyond what we can bear. And He will give us a way out. The temptation tally system is a strategy. It's a way out. And I want to encourage you and myself to flee all sorts of temptation, not just temptation with regards to what we eat. I have earned 866 tallies since July. Sherry, about got you, girl. I'm currently earning a manicure for Sherry. Sherry's manicure. There's 66, girl. 34 more, and I will send you some salon cash. I have what I have heard people refer to as a spiritual sensitivity. 2 Corinthians 5:7, we must walk by faith, not by sight, because the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That's John 10:10. And I sense His presence lately, and He does not scare me, but I am aware of His presence, and I know that He comes to do nothing but destroy and divide. Greg and I are a united front, and we better be. With everything we have going on, my goodness, to say this is a busy season is an understatement. We're raising 5 kids on this farm. He's gone right now he's got 3 of our kids with him picking up 30, I think 20 or 30 more baby calves. We're remodeling this home. We're transforming our bodies. We're celebrating the birth month of Jesus, all while juggling Santa Claus and an elf on the shelf. We're in a season of doctor's appointments and surgeries and dogs. 2 unneutered males and 1 female that's currently in heat. I'm so looking forward to getting them spayed and neutered. But Greg wanted to give them the chance to get as full grown as possible. So here we are, absolutely, by the grace of God, managing every bit of this. And it is by the grace of God. We ask God to order our steps. And when we ask Him to order our steps, it's amazing to me the priorities that He shows me our priority. He does so much better than I would. His ways are higher than mine. His thoughts are higher than mine. My feet are on the ground. I'm looking forward and I'm working and I'm moving right here. I do not have the perspective that He does. He's up there looking down. He's all around. He's omnipresent. He's everywhere. He can see things that I cannot. So I trust Him to tell me what to do next. The video that I made this morning when I prayed, I thanked God for opening my eyes to ways that I can tell the enemy has been trying to wedge his foot, just his toe through the door. This storm door over here, if we don't pull it shut, it'll stay open just 1 inch. Walter has discovered that if he can get his nose through, he can force his way in. I talked to Greg earlier today and I said, I am sensing the enemy's presence in a couple different very, very specific ways, very specific. having to do with exhaustion and being stretched pretty thin and feeling all sorts of emotions that come along with exhaustion, I am noticing the enemy wanting to tempt me away from keeping my eyes fixed on Jesus. Galatians 5:22 through 23. And the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. More and more every day I realize these are the fruit of Him, not of me. And when the enemy wants to tempt me and tempt my flesh away from Hebrews 12:2, it's on my door over there, keeping my eyes fixed on Jesus, God has shown me how dangerous that is, especially not only with everything I have going on, but with everything going on in the world right now. I was telling Greg earlier, we need to be disciplined more than we ever have been, more than we've ever needed to be before, in ways we've never needed to be before. Because I'm positive if I gave the enemy an inch right now, he would take much more than a mile. And I refuse to give him that. We cannot flee temptation unless we can recognize temptation. Temptation, the definition is the urge to do something we know we shouldn't. It's interesting. The difference between a temptation and a God-given desire is just that. Temptation is from the tempter. God will not tempt us, but He will test us. The tempter tempts. And if we're close enough to God, I have a video called How to Follow Jesus, and we follow Jesus by following the Holy Spirit. It's a knowing, because we're in a relationship with God and we know Him. I can discern the difference between a temptation and a God-given desire. Let me give you an example. I might eat a meal one night and feel tempted to leave my dirty dishes. I could eat a meal the next day and hear God tell me, leave those dirty dishes and go now. Go pick up the kids. Go check on the dogs outside. Go text the person that's been on your mind. Timing matters. I might want to do things my way. I might want to clean those dishes up, but if I hear Him tell me, you leave those dishes, this is obedience training. I've been in obedience training since the first time I was aware of obedience training, and I will not go into this right now, but it was 17 years ago when the Holy Spirit was asking me to do something that seemed very arbitrary. But later that evening, looking back, I realized, oh my goodness, that knowing, that sense was the guidance of the Holy Spirit. I want to discern the difference between temptation and God's guidance. And I want to use the tally system to flee all sorts of temptation. If I feel tempted to engage in any behavior that would pull me away from my path, which is the definition of sin, then I'm going to give myself a tally. And like I talk about in the videos below, I'm going to give myself a tally for turning. I will flee temptation, and I will use this temptation tally system to help me do it.